Yeah.
So yeah, we are going for those guys.
Yeah, apparently also Chad wants to see it, so our hands are tied.
Absolutely. All right, that is reset the match. Yes, please. And let's put that in here. Boop, boop.
I guess I could have done that.
You could.
I could. Well, I was also looking at the draft, so I can already tell you the first matchup that we're gonna see, which is I think it's a cool matchup. I like it. I like watching it because I like playing both
Tell me about
civs.
matchups.
So, the first one they're playing on Dry Arabia, and it's gonna be Delhi versus French. So,
okay.
is
SAS playing French? So. Give it to me straight.
SAS is playing Delhi.
Oh. Unexpected, but I guess he can play any civ, so...
Yeah, so SAS got a lot of the new civs. So he got Sengoku, he got the Macedonians, House of Lancaster, Knights Templar, and then Delhi and HRE, so 2 of the OG civs. And Not a Beaver got French, Byzantines, Jeanne d'Arc, English, Japanese, and Rus. And both players... Yeah, both players banned Ottomans and Mali. No, never mind. They got pretty diverse bans, except for Ottomans.
I mean, Ottomans is a meta ban, but it's also... Look at it. It got first banned against SAS because it is his favorite civ and it is his best civ.
Yeah.
But other than that, we have an HRE ban. So I guess that's a Baltic pick. I've just got to lean out, but at the same time, I see Baltic is in fact banned.
What is banned?
Yeah. Why do we where are we picking HRE? I mean, it's a solid civ in general, but where are we playing it over a different civ on land? I mean,
maybe on King of the Hill.
I like it on Dry River. King of the Hill. What do I like on King of the Hill? I mean, we have Jeanne here. We have naturally Rus for. Why does it say Linden, by the way?
No idea.
It's a beaver. It's not a beaver.
Yeah, it's maybe
a beaver.
Maybe. Okay, potentially a beaver.
No, it's gonna be not a beaver. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna butcher your name here. There you go.
A Bisa. Not a Bisa. Right.
Wait, what? I typed a V.
Did you though?
I did. SAS's game. Oh, they're already in. Let's hop into that.
Yeah, they should be in for a while. They did the drafts a couple minutes ago, so they probably...
You have to push us in because you're the group leader.
Oh, am I? Why is that?
Because you sent the invite.
Alrighty, let's see.
Okay, in that case, it is a targeted ban. And I mean, hey, it's not a bad civ. For anyone out there who is listening to Reddit, HRE is not the worst civ in the game. Like, I think the balance is so good right now that we don't really have a worst civ.
I would say Byzantines is the worst civ, but...
We have some outliers that are over the top in the form of food cards, but other than that, I feel like we're good in the balance department.
I mean, I guess that depends on who you ask. If you ask like pro players, they probably would agree with you. If you just look on purely like the statistics and 1v1 ranked, then like there's some horrible civs right now. Like HRE being one, Avicid not really strong. HRE doesn't do good on ladder as well. So, but yeah, I mean, I would say it's probably...
Stop playing HRE with fast castle strats. Just enjoy the Mindwork feudal all-in. It's fun. It's good.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I think it comes down to not the balance of the civs, but rather the play style. Like for example, I had a hard time recently with Byzantines, at least in like 1v1s. And then I watched a video the other day from Beastie. Shout out to Beastie, by the way. He does great content on YouTube. And so it was like a 1.5 hour video where he was just playing Byzantines like the whole time. And I realized that he plays it like way differently, like way more defensively, setting up your your army, your infantry, and then you move out at some point.
And not this, not your style.
Well, no, I like that. It's just that before I was playing Byzantines more like Keshik into fast castle, and that doesn't work against most civs.
And so obviously you're gonna have a hard time with that. We had this guy Jigglytur to beat Beastie with that a couple of times.
But that was like a couple seasons ago. That was a couple seasons ago. So it like the meta just shifted, and that's why I think it doesn't work as well anymore, because you have civs like Japanese against you and Ottomans, and
it doesn't.
Just where it is pretty rough. And so yeah, I think the balance is fine. It's just a matter of adjusting to what works at the moment, and so Byzantine is probably a lot better than you would guess by just looking at their stats. Because the stats are horrible.
You hunker down and you get to Castle Age without too much damage taken, and then you just win by making cataphracts and longbows. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you play it these days. But if we're looking at the current game, so SAS playing the Delhi in blue on the right side. The map is Dry Arabia. He just moved on the mill, on the berries, as you do, getting all the upgrades. So fairly standard stuff here. French, not a beaver, aka Linden. Also fairly standard stuff. He did get the early wheelbarrow, so
you just do that these days. If you don't get Dark Age Digressed on, like Delhi is not gonna Dark Age Spear Rush you.
No.
Unless you play against very special people.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you just get the Dark Age Wheelbarrow. It's just your first night is delayed so little by it. It's impactful. It's just good. It's just good. You just do it.
Yeah, it really is a small delay. I mean, you can argue that if you want to have like the cleanest timing, like 4-minute fuel age and then immediately getting a night out, then you might want to delay it until you go to fuel age. But
it delays your first night by 20 seconds or so, and
yeah, but 20 seconds, it can make the difference between your opponent being like, okay, he went fuel age, I need to build a tower now, and whoops, it was too late. So maybe in some matchups, I would say you might want to delay it, but in most cases, you probably just do it. Because it's cheaper. Like, of course, French getting the upgrades, the eco upgrades, cheaper, definitely makes it easier to justify going for the Dark Age Wheelbarrow for sure.
By the way, talking about this game again, we have a little bit of a rough situation for our beaver friends. Yeah, our sheep haul isn't great. We went to 14 in the end. That's just because at the end here we picked up some on the way back. But as I said that earlier, we were on 8. Okay, this is actually okay now. This is actually okay now that we got 3 more here. Whew.
Ooh, luckily.
It feels so bad as French if you get shafted on the sheeps.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, I remember vividly a friend of mine who used to play French only, molding in some games where he didn't get enough sheep, so he couldn't age up, which I never understood really, but that was always fun to listen to. Like we basically lost the game because he didn't find 2 more sheep or something like that.
Sounds like you had a lot of fun in this game.
I did, yeah.
I'm just waiting for SAS first production building, which is likely going to be a stable, let's be honest here, but it could also be a barracks. He is quite delayed. He played very, very slow at the start here. Very, I'll say, how do you say that? Economic-centric. First stable is coming up at 5 minutes and 20 seconds. And the first night is already out. So what does SAS see on the map? Okay, he's just busy murdering the deer. What a mean person. And he did miss the night go past. So let's see if this guy can find any damage. Unfortunately for him, the French scout is also far and away and doesn't provide any vision. But this is open, and the berries are also open. So SAS, what's it gonna be?
Well, I mean, he's also adding a barracks, so he will probably use the spearmen to defend at home and the Ghazi raiders to raid. Pulling the villagers now from the berries, so making sure that they cannot get Doven as easily. Also, the cool thing is with Delhi, yeah, just pulling the scholars, so if you need healing, as long as you don't lose your villagers, you don't really care too much about damage being taken, because you can just heal it with your scholars. How we're looking in Sanctity, 30 more seconds, so he can also move out fairly soon to the Sacred Sites. And
oh, this is not the trade you want as French. The problem is SAS just gonna pull that hurt Ghazi back in a second, heal it back to full, and your own knight, well, you have to invest in a pretty expensive upgrade to do anything about it. SAS also adding in his own spears because he's about to go onto the map and he needs to protect his scholars.
yeah, and also the cool thing in this matchup is, and that's one of the reasons why Ghazi Raiders work so well against it, not only because of the 2 extra damage against heavy units, of course, but also because you're faster, and so you can always, 100% of the time, choose where and when to fight. And yeah, easily pulling back the low health Ghazi Raiders, just getting healed.
Scout doing a good job here, and the Ghazi already on the Vil. Second hit, third hit, but he cannot stay around here because he will definitely die to those charges. Is the Hurt Knight here? No, Hurt Knight is going home. By the way,
going home.
Good little play here. You just put them in the main town center, so you cannot accidentally waste them somewhere else.
I never did that, but...
Hey, when the game goes like 45 minutes and you're like, why are there like 10 units in my TC? And then you're super happy because suddenly you have 10 knights.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the worst. Like, I probably would just leave it out because I never use the all military button, and so if it's not in a hotkey, I'll probably never... Well, maybe I use the idle time. Idle military button sometimes, so it's not the worst. SAS also building the wall here with the spearmen, so really nice move here as well. Just fully utilizing all that Delhi has to offer.
I mean, he really doesn't. Sacred Sites still have not been captured at all, but I mean, he's currently playing super defensive. He's gonna build this wall and then he's going to go out. And I say defensive at the same time. He is, of course, trying to find damage with the Ghazi.
Yeah, trying to find damage. Not getting a kill, though, unfortunately, at least for now.
SAS going for another scouting run here. Sees the double stable. Nothing else so far.
Well, look at that
what is that Ghazi doing? Okay, is that the first kill? Nah, does not find it.
2 health on the villager. Oh wow! Well, that was a good move here by not a beaver, to just surround the Ghazi and then shank it down, very effectively.
I'm not even sure the villager shanked. I think the knights just eventually got to the guy. But yeah, first casualty of the game.
That was before, actually.
SAS, that is some... I would call it extensive walling, but you do you, and we still haven't captured the sacred sites 9 minutes in. While we do have 14 spears on the map and your opponent has not built an archery range.
Yeah, I mean, we do have 2 blacksmiths, so he is also getting all the military upgrades. So all of that is just looking fine. I'm just confused with, like, at least 2 of the sacred sites are very accessible for him, so...
Okay, here's the thing. He is actually getting slightly ahead because he has all of his upgrades, and Not a Beaver has not taken that step. He's just making more knights. But at the same time, French, of course, passively gets extra villagers, so he is not getting left behind as
passively.
Well. So, can we get some sacred sites now? Our walls are finished. Okay, our walls are not finished. Classic. And I don't think SAS has noticed that the wall is not finished at the bottom side. Well, if that's gonna bite him in the behind later, that might be pretty bad. But yeah, moving towards the sacred side with the army. And are we moving out now, or what's the play here?
No, we're not moving out. We're still standing around with the spearman. He has 19 spearmen here, 20 spearmen in the base. Just keeping his army. I think now the scholars are finally moving out. He's also pro-scouting in the meantime. Just, bringing all the deer back to the TC, so...
Oh,
in terms of eco, that's great, but...
This is actually pretty scary for SAS now on the map here. 16 knights? Sure, Not a Beaver doesn't really want to trade out against 24 spears, but he can beat that army, and that is all that SAS currently has. And he's going castle with Royal Institute.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, with 16 knights, honestly, like I for some obvious reasons prefer the guild hall in most cases, but with the Royal Institute, if you have 16 knights, that is a lot of value. You get bloodlines, and then you can definitely trade with the feudal age spearman army, which you don't really care too much about at that point.
310 health. Are we going for a sneaky charge? Nope. Scorer makes it away, and we do have the first sacred side captured here.
By the way, I'm not sure why he's taking 3 scholars. He's not getting the sacred sites any faster if he pulls more scholars on it.
I mean, he probably expected to fight here.
Probably, yeah, that's true.
And SAS is also looking to Castle Age now, I do believe. And as I stated, of course, he immediately spends all the food he has floating in just more and more spears. Do we get some archery ranges? We do have one coming up. But that means Not a Beaver needs to pull back here, because he really doesn't want to take a fight until Castle Age upgrades hit.
And even then, you kind of want to wait for your archers if you can. The villagers are still on the gold as much as they can. that is a cool wall. Okay.
I like it. The anti-charge wall. That is 12 health and a dream on those walls.
I mean, it's also kind of fun that your opponent is building your walls for you, but...
that is a rough position, though. Castle Age is through. We have about 10 seconds for the night upgrade. And SAS is in the wood line, and Not a Beaver needs to react here. And I don't think reacting this way... Yeah, he is going back to the TC. SAS is going to lose some spears here. That's a lot of villagers out and about for Not a Beaver, and his food income really isn't great. And I don't think he can currently afford the bloodlines. No, 210 food and 420 gold as well. And SAS is just going up.
It is still very expensive, of course, to get it.
Oh god, the villagers! No!
The villagers are in trouble, but at the same time, the knights are also dealing with the spearmen. They are at Castle Age now, no bloodlines yet.
Yeah, SAS is going to lose all his spears here, but let's see how much damage he actually does. That is 5 dead vills, 6 dead vills. And we killed quite a few of the knights as well. Now, SAS doesn't have an army anymore.
It's only 2 knights that were killed, actually.
No chivalry. It's coming in now, but most of these knights are less than half HP. SAS sees the entire army that Not a Beaver has to work with, and immediately the War Elephant is queued. That is one spicy scholar here.
A spicy scholar indeed, yeah, just showing off here with the knights. I mean, Not a Beaver doesn't see it though, so that was really cool. Just barely out of vision here.
I think when he moves to pick up the relic, he is going to see it.
Then he is going to see it.
Never mind. I thought the knights would trigger, but they are. Oh god! No? But they trigger on the other scholar. Whoopsies.
Well, but you sacrifice 1 scholar to get the relic. I would say that's a very fine deal, especially for Delhi with the Dome of the Faith.
Yeah, that's an okay trade. Not a Beaver actually pulling back now. Bloodlines is in the queue, so we're not looking for that immediate fight. And SAS is pulling his War Elephant back, and he's getting quite a few relics in. Do we have a monastery here for our French person? We do not.
No, it's not. I mean, he probably will get the one in the top side, but other than that, it should probably be a 4-to-1 split here for Delhi, getting all 4 of the relics at least.
SAS is like, imagine if you had to pay for your upgrades.
Imagine.
Peasants.
Yeah. Well. Also, SAS is pro-scouting from the top left side of the map, so he's taking in those deer. Even though
that's gonna hurt.
I mean, realistically, it's gonna like lose 150.
They're not gonna have any food left really when you come home. Oh my god! And that knight is gonna make it through. One villager is left outside, and it's still open. No, it's not.
No, it's not gonna. Yeah. I mean, it's not only about the deer that you're getting; it's also about your opponent not getting the deer. So,
French
that is
hates
definitely
that.
something where French would be like, "Ooh, you know what? Let's go into the deer. Never mind, it's gone." So,
okay, SAS is taking a sneak peek, and he sees the triple archery ranges, sees the knights, sees that there's archers being produced, not arbalests. So, I think he's pretty happy with how this game is developing for him. With the 4th relic coming in soon, and he's going just mass spears and war elephants.
Yeah, that should be fairly fine against the French comp at the moment. By the way, if he wants to, he probably could even get the 5th relic, because it's not walled in and it's kind of far outside.
Let's not curse our beaver friends.
I'm not. I mean, we do have the monastery now, so it might go the French way, but we just don't know. One war elephant is getting left behind. The other one is trying to chase down the archers. We just need a few more horsemen now, Ghazi raiders or knights, to deal with the archers, and then we would have a really fine comp here. Not a beaver just shuffling back and forth, doing a really good job in thinning out the spearman numbers.
I think SAS is fine with that, though. I do believe he needs to eventually swap away from the spears. But for now, he's just wasting his opponent's time, grabbing... He's going for the 4th relic, actually. Wait, where is that guy going? Where is that guy?
Yeah, he's going for the other relic there.
Oh, that's the 4th one. He's going for the 5th as we speak. Here we go. And another engagement in the middle. Spears are on top of the archers is not what you usually like to say to the guy with the archers, and knights cannot engage as long as the elephants are around.
Yeah, spearman numbers again getting thinned out here, but yeah, the scholar actually grabbing the 5th relic here, so this fight is also making that possible. So it's not only about winning a fight, it's also about getting the relic. And Monk from French is actually on the way to pick it up, but it's been gone.
Good focus fire here.
In a second.
Good focus fire by not a beaver. Taking out 2 war elephants in the blink of an eye, and he pays with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 knights here. But at the same time, he's paying a lot more. If you look at the bottom side, SAS is up to 14 villager kills. That's going to be 15 in a second. The woodline villagers are also here.
I mean, on the bright side,
what is the bright side?
Beaver killed a couple. Yeah, well, he killed a couple war elephants, and he did get the relic back. So, count your blessings, I guess.
Yay. Okay,
Yay.
I'll allow it. Now we are playing French. We are completely out of food. Need to make a farm transition. Delhi has 4 relics. We managed to secure 1. Okay. It's an uphill battle. They also have the knights with the extra damage through the honed blades. And now they're going into crossbows. Oh, I'm a little scared. Oh, scholars are at the front though. They do not want to face tank against the knights. SAS.
No. Yeah, now they're moving back and trying to heal, but they're just healing themselves right now. They're not providing a whole lot of value because the army is also
here comes the flank
compared to the other one. Good flank here from the left for sure.
Yeah, that's it. That is so the end of the game. There is no way here. French is about to be wiped, and we just don't have the economy to come back from this.
Yeah, it's so sad because it looked so good at first. But then the flank came in, and then that really turned the tide, and there were just too many crossbow spearmen for French to handle. So SAS making it a little bit more interesting than I expected, but leaving the game victorious.
Not a beaver actually slightly ahead on resources gathered shortly before he hits castle, but then Delhi takes the sacreds, and it's all uphill from there.
Yeah, I mean, that's the French. You have the early eco adventures. We talked about the Dark Age wheelbarrow. You get faster villager production. You get the eco upgrades cheaper, which also means you get them a little bit faster. And then even more faster against Delhi compared to Delhi. And so a good eco at first, and then didn't have it to match Delhi, the Delhi eco eventually.
Yeah, I don't have the answers here. I think it can work going for that timing push with the bloodlines that he was trying to go for. But yeah, you do have to have save food and save gold to get your upgrades and not be pushed off by Delhi spears.
Yeah. So we're gonna
shoot
see
you an invite.
Oh, did you? That's so nice of you. So King of the Hill is next. Oh, we're gonna see House of Lancaster against Jeanne d'Arc.
What?
Yeah, Wait, what's happening here?
Are you sure? Oh yeah,
Wait,
actually.
What? Are they using...
They're using EGC King of the Hill.
Why are they doing this to me?
Want me to wait for you, or should I Discord stream?
No, I'm just gonna jump in. You can start it. I'm gonna find it.
Okay.
It's fine.
Folks, we are hopping into the game. And even though we did have as we swap these guys around, even though we had a Roos pick earlier, it is not being chosen for King of the Hill. Instead, we're going Jeanne. It's a choice. It's a bold choice against House of Lancaster, who is, of course, opening with that Dark Age barracks against the French variant. And let's see if not a Beaver scouts that out.
I mean, he should. I hope he does, because with the Spearman, Dark Age Spearman, he can really disrupt your opponent. And then obviously House of Lancaster also having the short bows with the villagers, so technically you could tower rush your opponent.
Okay, he sees the spear. He sees the spear, he sees the TC. It is fine. Are we moving more to gold now? What is the play? Okay, yes, we do. But as usual, the reason you do this is you want to stop your French opponent from having enough gold to immediately open with a knight. So let's see how much gold not a Beaver is gonna take here. And SAS the Scout, currently just busy picking up sheep, as you do. Kind of hoping that not a Beaver gets a spear kill with his Vils here with JD, because she does have 150 health and extra damage too.
Yeah, with Jeanne d'Arc, you should be able to defend against the Spearman.
Oh, that's a nice touch, actually. Jeanne is in front and is just face-tanking the spear and ignoring it.
Yeah.
But that
also,
is a
the
villager.
Spearman did take a little bit of damage.
Yeah, oh, I'm not sold on this fight now that the second spear has joined, and SAS is just gonna burn down this mining camp. How much gold did we take? Not enough for a night.
Yeah, not enough for a night, just barely 260. But the only one taking damage is Jeanne d'Arc, and she's gonna heal up anyway, so it's not gonna... Oh, yeah, never mind, there's also a villager taking damage. But... it could be worse. It definitely could have been worse.
It could be worse. Still, it's a good spear opening for SAS. He's getting the mining camp. He is causing some more ruckus. Is he getting the scout? No. Okay, not a Beaver. Is... What are we doing? Dancing?
Dancing in the moonlight.
Thank you for that. Yes, we're old.
I didn't even realize that that would give it away, but
it
totally
really,
right.
really does. So yeah, anyway, we're going up since we don't have access to gold. We probably want to be opening with a archery range here, but SAS is probably just gonna walk his spears away now.
Yeah, I mean, he did the damage, he did the delay, he burned down the mining camp completely. Now he can just walk away. He probably is he going to kill the deer to just disrupt him, so even just a little bit more, maybe. Abbey of Kings coming up, so we do have Scroll of Cavalry and Abbey of Kings. No surprise there. Imagine how sad it would be if you open with Chamber of Commerce on that
He's
map.
pushing the deer away from the French
he's pushing the deer.
base.
Really nice touch here. So
I mean, yeah.
it's not gonna work like it used to.
It is a thing you can do. It might be a little bit mean-spirited, and it is quite a bit of effort involved here, but you can do that. It makes pro scouts less attractive, and if he can push the deer past this stone outcropping, it also takes more to wall this. And now he's just setting them to patrol for extra pushing. Good times. SAS is having fun. Archery range is coming out. He
certainly is having fun, that is for sure. We got some long distance wood gathering here on the right side of Not a Beaver's base. Cannot afford a lumber camp at the moment because he
invested
went
into
for
archers
and two archers.
Yeah. SAS on the other side, Manor is about to be ready, is about to go feudal. And I think all spears went home. Let's find out.
No, they're still pushing the deer and killing
there's still some here, yeah. I mean, the deer pushing, it looked more efficient earlier when he was actively doing it. Now he's just killing them as they are spread out.
I mean, it's just harder to do these days because the cooldown is a lot higher and they also don't flee as much. And so, yeah, it'll take forever.
It's a little bit of inefficiency for your opponent. JD could be aged up now. You can, of course, choose to keep her at level 1 for a little bit longer because, well, it's one more villager that is gathering for you.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, your how do I put this? Your winning proposition is that JD gets to level 3 as both players are still in feudal. So
yeah,
there we go. Melee Jenny is coming up.
I mean, also you do want to have her on level 2 at some point, especially once you start producing units because of the consecrate ability. Because that can really make a nice difference in how much food you need for your knight production. Or villager production as well, if you choose to consecrate the town center at some point.
Eventually you just consecrate everything. It is pretty good eco boost.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
now,
it's what they get for the French in return. They have to keep influence, and Jeanne d'Arc doesn't have that, but instead she has a consecrate ability, so that's kind of the payoff there. First Knight is moving out, but there's also already a small wall over here, saving or protecting the gold. There's a lot of Lancaster and a couple of spearmen, so SAS.
Let's hope that SAS scouts these archers.
I mean, he knows about the archers in general, so...
He knows there's an archery range in play, but so far he has 5 spears and a lord. But if Not a Beaver comes in with 7 archers right now, as SAS is still manor booming, well, that might be bad news, because this woodline here is completely exposed, so is this gold. We are out of TC range.
Well, also, we do have the melee Jenny, so with the Holy Wrath ability, you can wiggle down the spearman quite effectively. She can be the frontline tank against the Lord of Lancaster as well. Yeah, there you have the outpost. You kind of need that, to be honest, so it does make sense. Nice charging in, needs to cancel the outpost.
Not a Beaver is moving straight for the jugular here. That manor is now useless, and the archer is actually finding quite a bit of damage here. Can they find a villager too? First villager kill of the game as the knights move in. Not a Beaver needs to really pay attention here, because if he loses all of his knights, that is going to be bad news bears for him. But looks like so far good trades for him. Unfortunately, he is now under town center, and that is going to be most of his army dead. But yeah, SAS is kind of reset for the moment. Needs to sit around and wait. And JD is falling.
Okay, JD getting down the knight as well. That was
you saw that, right? You saw that. Where the knight is and where the TC range ends.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that worked, but
it did in fact work. And now SAS with the stable and the barracks. If not a beaver sticks around here in the back, he is going to lose those knights, and I don't think he can afford it. But yeah, just needs to make his way away fast enough.
Yeah, I mean, it was a costly dive. He doesn't have chivalry yet as well, so he cannot just heal the low health knight up again. Kinda needs to put a lot of archers now in the front as well. I don't know if he has 11 archers, but 8 of them are just chilling in his base, so he would definitely have to move them. There's another knight trying to get into the wood line, but because of the wall, he had to go through the town center. So another knight being lost again.
Yeah, I mean, knights cost 240 resources a pop. It is really costly. And now we need to leave because, well, the hobblers are going to eat the archers. No way for them to make it back. And we really don't want to be losing the knights.
There. Also, we don't have consecrated the School of Cavalry yet, and so we're definitely paying the full price and not getting the discount on food cost.
Yeah, JD is still dead.
Yeah, no, but like she had a brief moment where she could have done it technically, so
Oh, nice charge here.
Yeah, one night.
No. I mean, we lose the Lord for it, but still.
It's not. I don't know. It's not worth it, and it wasn't necessary to lose that one night. You would have won either way. So.
It's
I mean, I like the gameplay.
Even-ish.
I like the idea and the strategy what Not a Beaver is doing. I don't like the microing as much because that could have been a little bit better. So
like SAS just played extremely greedy at the start here, and he got punished. Losing 3 vills is absolutely not nothing, and JD's eco gets stronger as the game goes on with the consecrate. By the way, there is your consecrate on the School of Cavalry. But yes, you take over. I'm gonna spectate for you, and I need to take this call. Yay!
Wait, I need to. Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Some more knights moving in. There's a couple of spearmen now and an outpost, so SAS should be fine for the time being. We do have a lot of archers. We don't have a blacksmith yet on Not a Beaver's side, so we're not gonna see. We're not gonna see ram push at least. So. In terms of food, we're halfway to Castle Age. We do like a little bit of gold, of course. We only have 5 on gold, so Not a Beaver would have to move a lot heavier into gold if he wants to get to Castle Age at some point. But for now, I guess he's just fine putting the pressure here on SAS. He needed to put the arrow slits and placement on the outpost, and he's moving into farms around the manor here, so a little bit of a passive eco here that he sets up, and it's just pushed into his base, housed at the moment, so he needs to add some more houses, which he's doing right now. And the hobblers can't really find a whole lot of, or the hobbler, it's just one at the moment, can't really find any damage, not any opportunity to raid. Not a Beaver is also out on the deer on the right side, so that's a really nice move here. Trying to get the food here on the map, and it's heavy on food actually, as I'm like looking at the food again. Just needs to have more gold if he wants to go castle. But there's more hobblers now, and this is not looking too good. And no. The knight's running into the spearmen and the hobblers on the archers. Oh my goodness. I don't want to call the game, but that is definitely a close to GG moment right there. Losing a couple, at least 3 knights here. No, 4 knights against the spearmen, losing all of the archers here. Jeanne healing herself up again, but definitely not making it out alive as well. And we're down to 3 knights. which again, just running into the spearman, one more knight being down, the other one should also, yeah, go down, and then we have the hobblers chasing away the remaining army. I'm not sure how that split happened with Not a Beaver. I'm not sure why he split the army that way, how that happened, but that definitely is the moment where the game turns really, really grim. Needed to buy back Jeanne d'Arc immediately, but now he has the issue that SAS still having a 3 times bigger army than he has right in front of his base, and he doesn't have any gold at the moment to spare. Oh my goodness, that was a destruction if I've ever seen one. 17 villagers on gold right now, so he needs to get to the amount that he needs for castle ages. If he can make it even. Hobla's moving in, villagers on the run, there's a couple knights still, but you're kind of torn in between, do I produce more knights now? Or do I try to go to castle age? Because you kind of want to get to castle age. There's more villagers now on the run here. Who are on the deer, they're all gonna lose their lives. So that's gonna be 5 dead villagers here. SAS finding a lot of value here. Even though he doesn't have a scout, he has just a good sense of what is happening and where he can strike and find damage. Yeah, if I were Not a Beaver, I would probably call it at that point. It's still the second game, so you still have the chance to come back from that, potentially at least. And yeah, at the same time, you had to spend all the resources. Berries in the back are also running out, so you need to move out on the map or do a farm transition. And SAS was able to gather up the resources that he needs to age up, putting the white tower here on the northern side of his base. In general, I would prefer the King's College for House of Lancaster just because of the unique upgrades that you would get with that, but the position of the White Tower here, protecting the gold, protecting the stone, the first gold, the second gold, and then whatever is behind that with the wood line, with the manors, super, super valuable position for the White Tower. So no, there's not going to be any night raids from the top side, that's for sure. And so I like the position, and that's why it makes sense to go for the White Tower in this situation. And Not a Beaver basically spent all the resources. He also is going up with the guild hall at the moment, which makes sense. He doesn't have the knight numbers to really justify the royal the royal bloodlines that he would get with the Royal Institute. He can get that whenever, if he would get to Imperial Age. But for now, he just needs to focus on getting more units on the field in general, more knights, definitely more archers as well. And potentially some arbaletiers as well, because we do have Earlsguard on the field here as well, so the man-at-arms replacement of the House of Lancaster. Hobblers are still feudal, but they are getting their upgrade right now. It's going to take another 30 seconds. Spearmen are going to be upgraded in about 10 seconds. And we don't have the army numbers here for Not a Beaver right now. 13 archers. And we're getting the eco upgrades now, not the military upgrades, which is kind of a ballsy move. But yeah, it could potentially work out, but I don't think it will. Spearmen chasing off the villagers here, so there's no more gold for Not a Beaver. And yeah, I don't think he has recovered enough to make it work here, and especially with feudal age archers, even though you counter the spearmen, it is still pretty rough. Couple of hobblers in the wood line, and they're doing some good damage on the villagers at least, so we're getting a few more villager kills, up to 9 already. And Jeanne d'Arc is getting level 3, so she's on her nice white horse here, barely making it out alive with just 10 health. But the army number is not there, and SAS can just kite the town center. He doesn't care at this point. 15, 16 villager kills, woodline completely idled out. And This is looking really, really, really grim for Not a Beaver. SAS doing a good job here with his mainly melee comp to just dive to town center and poke everything that he sees to death. Jeanne d'Arc dies, gets bought back immediately again. But it doesn't matter. Realistically, the game has been over for 5 minutes. Unfortunately, again, I really liked the idea that Not a Beaver had. It was just that the execution at one point, he was losing too many units in the first dive, and then he somehow split his units in a weird way on the second try, and then the game basically was over. Really unfortunate. SAS also, of course, having a stronger eco with House of Lancaster. And then just, biding his time, basically, not taking too much damage. And then just clapping back in very, very experienced fashion. So we're back to square one here. So SAS 2-0 so far. Askeladd, are you back with us? I can see you're there. I don't hear you now. He's still on the call. That is, he's still on the call. Good. Well, let's see. We're gonna play on Borderlands next. A classic. Let's update that. So yeah, here you want that one. So Borderlands. Where is that? There it is. So SAS is gonna play Holy Roman Empire, and Not a Beaver is going to play English. So two of the very, very OG civs playing, and Borderlands. Oh, you did send me an invite? Oh, yeah. I'm doing all the work here. Give me some credit, man. Or at least cut me some slack. So yeah, I did accept the invite. We're hopping in, and probably gonna watch the last and final game in this best of 5 series. SAS up 2-0 against Not a Beaver. And yeah, should be a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna ask Askeladd as soon as he can talk again for his opinion on that. I hope we did switch the scenes already. SAS playing the Holy Roman Empire on the right side of Borderland, doing the standard opener here, putting 3 on gold already once they were all inspired, building a house and the mining camp. So he, just extending, or would extend, the emergency repairs. On the other side, we have English, moving out to gold as well. No Dark Age shenanigans, so there's no one on wood right now. There's no barracks coming up. English could go for Dark Age aggression if they really wanted to, but they don't have spearmen, so they would have the Dark Age men-at-arms instead. And against Holy Roman Empire would just be weird, because your opponent cannot just heal with the prelate, and so unless you really kill something and get away with it, it's not really super easy to do it. SAS moving out with the prelate to inspire the 3 villagers on gold again. So just a good, nice HRE micro here overall. And yeah, I mean, if we're looking at scouting pattern, SAS just moved around, found the gold, so he went all the way to the base, and then is moving now and circling to the northern side of his base, of the map. And on the other side, Not a Beaver kind of did the same, moving over to the HRE base, trying to see where's the gold, where he can potentially attack something. Do we see anything unusual? For example, a Dark Age barracks. And now is moving to the top side as well. Which, I mean, he's finding more sheep than he should, realistically, because SAS was already there. But good for him. Good for him.
Okay, we're back in business.
Hey, there you go.
Sorry about that. Oh my god. Okay,
Not a
mine work,
problem.
no surprises here. That is fine. I kind of thought maybe he goes Aachen because Boltland is famously with the food in the corners, and you kind of need to keep control of that. So it is an okay map to put an Aachen in the back here and have the berries under that and start adding in farms slowly. But I mean, you can also do that with mine work with just a second prelate, right?
Yeah.
But here's the other thing: we have a council hall.
Oh. Oh wow. Okay. Do you think that either player like? So the thing is, if you go in council hall and you want to do, like, the only reason you want to do that is because you want to do like a fuel all-in timing push that you cannot do otherwise if you go for the Abbey of Kings and then just are at archery ranges. But if SAS expected that, or at least suspected that, the Mindwalk Paddles makes a lot of sense. With the all pikes, you just go Horseman, Spearman, and then you just clap whatever not a beaver will put at you.
You'd think that, but oh my, this is actually looking like this is a classic longbow rush with the barracks already coming up. But the way you used to play against this is actually you go Mindwork and then you just pop down triple archery ranges and then you just overrun English because you have faster archers. And they cannot, if the second they go on the map, because they invest into barracks, they automatically lose. Now, that was before Council Hall got buffed and you are playing 5% less per longbow, but how do I put this delicately? 5% may not be the make or break deal that
No.
the patch
It's definitely
maybe
nice.
intended.
Definitely nice, but it like that is not making that big of a difference. But
look, it's double archery range.
To your point, double archery range dropped by SAS immediately.
An immediate steeled arrow. Like, this is the power of the Mindwork. You can just get your upgrades for cheap, and you just outmass English so hard. If they move out and they didn't scout that you just have the better army at that moment, they'd get wiped, and then, well, you're the one archer rushing them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the longbows, they're a really strong archer unit. The one weakness that they have is that they're slow as hell. And so with the archers from HIE getting the marching drills for free, you can it's the same thing with horsemen against knights. Basically, you can always choose when and where to fight, even though you have the shorter range. That shouldn't matter too much at that point.
Double archery range has been scouted, by the way, so Not a Beaver knows that his rush might not be so rushy anymore. And SAS is already having all of the upgrades that Not a Beaver really wants to have. Yeah, it's a rough one. At least we're not going into spears. Instead, we are actually producing men-at-arms. Problem is, they're so slow against faster-moving archers that already have +1. How are we going to deal with that? Okay, we have 6 longbows here. SAS needs to up the production speed just a little bit here. You need to eventually have a third archery range, but he has all of the upgrades, so any equal trade here, any equal numbers trade will be in his favor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Though.
I mean, it's also what I was talking about earlier, that as long as you don't lose archers,
just look at that. He's just running them down. It doesn't matter. And yes, the longbows do 1 extra damage, but SAS already does the same, and he has a range defense upgrade.
Yeah, he has the upgrades. He can just run it down. The man-at-arm is just like completely tilting right now because he's getting ignored. Like, not doing anything there.
SAS might actually choke on his own greed, by the way. Getting all of the extra upgrades. He already has the broadaxe. He already has the wheelbarrow. Is making him lose this fight now because he doesn't have the army just yet in front, but, well, he does have all of the production set up. And here comes a stable now, and there is no counter. We would need some spears for that. And once again, running in, time to trade out. I'm not sure about that prelate being pulled. I'm not sure about this fight in general. Like, we don't have the mass right now. Why are we taking this?
A little bit. Yeah, I don't know.
You can use these archers because they're faster. You can just use them like you would cavalry, and you go for the reinforcements instead. But now SAS's woodline is exposed, and the longbows, they two-shot villagers.
Yeah, in those
6
numbers,
here.
they definitely do. We at least got rid of the man at arms, so that is something. So it does look really weird, but besides the one villager loss, SAS did kill more than Not a Beaver did, and with the horsemen now on the tails of the longbowmen,
Well,
you
almost could
have-
spread here and fight this, but yeah, reinforcements aren't here yet, and so SAS gets to feast on some extra longbows. Spear arrives and
There's more
immediately gets
spearmen
taken
coming
down, and he cannot run away because HRE infantry is faster. But yeah, SAS sees that there is quite a few more here. So yeah, now situation: SAS lost one villager. Unfortunately, somehow he's still ahead one eco unit here. Okay, half a eco unit, just about. I guess we were idle for just a few moments here. And now, stable and archers, and we do have the Inspire as well. Like, HRE eco is just better, and he has all of the upgrades as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, you don't have the Aachen Chapel, that's true, but at the same time, you still have the Prelate there, so you can still inspire those villagers up to a certain cap. I mean, obviously, it's not unlimited, but yeah, still very, very strong.
This actually an attempt to rush to Castle Age? SAS is coming in from the front side here. Does Not a Beaver see that? Yeah, he sees them. And these longbows will really hurt if we get in range.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't really do that. There's a lot of longbows now here. We do have the blacksmith now here on the English side, and we're getting steel arrow as well. We don't have siege engineering yet, so I don't think there's gonna be a ram push necessarily.
The depressing part really is the fact, as long as SAS is scouting reasonably well and knows where the English army is, or rather where he's not, he can just move out and do whatever. As long as there's no cavalry arrayed against him, he can always run away from a fight.
Yeah. Yep. There's a couple of villagers moving towards the top side, and I'm guessing they're going to the food over there.
Yeah, they're going to the boar here.
It's kind of a ballsy
It's
move.
risky, but you know, you are already economically behind. Is this actually an attempt by Not a Beaver to go Castle Age? He only has 5 on the gold, but like 15 on the food. And we're not producing anything. And SAS is going for the classic HRE mine work all in the feudal. I mean, I say all in. He's currently sitting at home because he doesn't know where the English army is. But if
what's the scout? Oh, scout is in the front, right? Yeah. Okay.
You see 5 on the gold. You see all of the army is at home here, or what you'd expect to be all of the army. Is this the moment where you move out? I would say yes. Let's see what SAS says. All Pikes is also coming in for him.
Yeah, I would have guessed that. Like, yeah, as I say, like now he is moving out.
I would really love to see a second prelate here, though. Like, this is a lot of economy that is not inspired as it works.
Yeah, I mean, especially now that the first woodline depleted, you kind of want to have a second prelate on the second woodline as well. So that would be nice. Also, I mean, he's not setting up for Castle Age, but eventually, if you would go to Castle Age, it's also nice to have a couple of prelates already, because then you can just move them out on the field and grab the relics immediately once you age up.
This is gonna hurt.
This is gonna hurt. The question is for whom is it going to hurt more?
It's 18 longbows and it's an English town center, but still, we have 9 horsemen here. There's only 4 spears in total, in effect. Where do we put that white tower? It kind of wants to be here to defend the gold, or you could put it on the back there. Uh-oh. It's 10 gold missing. Yeah, build a market.
Oh my.
Don't try to put up shenanigans. Okay, we're going for shenanigans.
No, we're not. Okay, I'm going back and forth, deciding a little bit, but yeah, just if he drops the market, he can buy the missing gold, and then it should be fine. But then again, like, where do you put it? Because the scout from SAS is still Oh no, it's okay. Now it's moving in a little
Circling.
bit, so he sees the gold.
Checking the back gold, and if he sees the white tower, I mean, this is just going to be a full dive.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. You do that. I mean, your opponent just spent 1,800 resources, not an army, and you kind of did. So
Okay,
there's the white
sees
tower.
the white tower. And
Very
here we go.
conservatively.
He's taking the... Okay, no, he's going straight. I think the white
I'm
tower
not
is going to
sure.
go up. I think the longbows will not be around to
Oh yeah, he's putting
enjoy
all
it.
the villagers. 30 villagers on the white tower. That thing is definitely going to go up. Question is, do you have any army left after that?
Yeah, you really don't. Let's see. SAS can't really be here in a second, but that is most of the English army gone.
Yeah, but it's still 9 longbows. I mean, it's not
Still
great, but
fine-ish. Tower takes a few with him, and we are in Castle Age. But if you look at Not a Beaver's resource split here, he needs to go on the back gold now because SAS is in front of his base. And the white tower doesn't actually protect that. Like, you would need to wall here
Oh.
at the back.
yeah, the white tower. I mean, you
Oh,
kind of
God.
had to do it with the placement, but it definitely isn't where you would love to have it.
Look at the bottom
Horseman
wood
on the
line.
back. Yep, horseman on the back, trying to find a raid here. SAS doing a good job with his scout here, as you would expect. Not a Beaver not reacting in time.
Oh, Not a Beaver
you
was
can just
about to
shoot
move to the bottom
directly.
boar. It's 1, 2, 3, and we're back out.
I mean, doing a good job here with sniping the horseman, but still losing a few villagers in the attempt at least. Meanwhile, Council Hall is getting killed by 1,000 needles by the 22 archers on top.
It's been a good long while since we've seen longbows or rather archers raise a city. This is
It's
classic
been-
Low Elo Legends of 2.5 years ago, folks. Enjoy. This is what we saw for hours.
Yeah, it's like you can watch it for 10 minutes. I mean, to be fair, the animations are really cool when like parts of the building crumble down and stuff like that. So it's really nice.
These are still feudal longbows, by the way.
Still feel longbows. Oh boy, yeah, it doesn't have any like 0 gold per minute right now.
Okay, talk to me about Burgrave.
Oh please, please! That
So-
is some juicy landmark.
Your opponent doesn't really have too much gold access, doesn't really have too much food access. You should probably still check this topside food at some point because, you know, you don't know that for sure. Oh my god, look when we're Not a Beavers trying to get gold now.
Oh boy, yeah.
I mean, I personally wouldn't expect this. I would still probably
that's
check it, but I wouldn't expect it.
See, that's the thing. Like, I probably wouldn't check it because I wouldn't expect it, and it's the same thing because the boar in the top works so well. I mean, it might not work for long because SAS is actually moving out to the deer, so could, with a little bit of luck on his part, could scout out the villagers here on the boar. Neither player knows about the other one being there at the moment, so ooh, okay, never mind. SAS is building an outpost there as well. Yeah, and Not a Beaver has to abandon the boar. He did take
Hey,
almost all of it.
At least he sees the outpost come up and doesn't
Yeah.
just. Oh, never mind. We have a knight moving topside. SAS did scout it out though, so his vills. Yeah, that tower is finishing
Yeah,
up.
tower is going to go up. That's fine.
God, and horsemen.
Horseman on. Ooh, no. That's some dead villagers.
Yeah, those
That will be
guys
some dead
might be in
villagers.
dire straits. These are still feudal longbows.
Why are they still? Oh, because yeah, we don't have gold. I forgot that for a second. We're getting it now, so it's gonna take another 20 seconds,
Okay.
and then we're gonna have Castle Age longbows.
I'm gonna swap
Finally.
this to Not a Beaver's perspective real quick as he is getting the veteran longbows upgrade. Does he know this gold exists? No, he doesn't. No.
Oh gosh, no.
So he has no
What?
idea the gold in the back is there.
No,
Unfortunate.
wait a minute. He does know about that,
No,
right?
he
I mean,
does
you
not
can-
see it. It is right outside.
But like you can see, like
You can see the
some ki- like-
stone that is around the outcropping, but you can't see the outcropping itself.
But like from like the visuals, you can tell that it's the Goldwyn,
You
right?
could tell
mean,
if you are if you fancy looking at the edges of your fog of war.
well, you don't do that. I love doing that.
I mean, they don't have anything better to do, I guess. These
Yeah,
are Mindwork
there you go.
Knights, by the way. Take a look at those boys with their 8 range defense going up against these longbows who do 9 damage.
So that's 1 damage. That's cool.
Yeah, that's minimum damage. The veteran archers just faster than their English equivalent, and they just run them down in combination with the knights. And it looks pretty rough at this point for our English player.
It certainly does. I mean, the bright side, again, you don't have to get ranged damage because you're doing 1 damage only anyway, so you might as well.
Okay, let me change that argument to, hey, if you get range damage, you do double damage.
Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. You get to do 2 instead of 1. Oh, wow. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, okay, what is not to be Beaver? What could he do? Is like 2TC an option? Because you kind of
you need a solution here. You have 2,000 gold in the front gold. You have 4,000 gold in the back gold that you don't know about. If you knew about this back gold, you could try to YOLO to Imperial Age. You could. I'm not saying it's a good idea because we are 5 relics and 6 villagers behind and quite a bit of army mass and army value.
I mean, the good side is, the bright side is it's not a Ragnitz 5 relics.
Oh God! Did he not realize that we don't have +2? These longbows just don't do anything.
They barely do anything, yeah. And the spearmen, they're still feudal age, so they're getting a veterancy in 5 seconds. But it's gonna take a little bit. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna. How do I say that? I'm surprised that Not a Beaver is still in the game and that SAS hasn't finished it yet. Because it kind of looks like he could have finished it for like 10 minutes already.
It's an English base. It's hard to break. If you just dive it, this is a white tower and a town center with double arrows, and you do have a few longbows here that can kill your unarmored units, but I mean, he is listening to you, and we have 14 Mindwork Knights about to rush into this base, and the archers will be able to deal with the spears that are now sitting in the TC. That was a nice move, actually, putting them in there, but yeah, the Mindwork Knights they just kill everything. We don't have enough army here. We are producing not longbows. We are producing crossbows as fast as we can, but even with the extra bonus damage, it is not enough. It is not
enough. Indeed. Yeah, I mean,
hey, that could have worked. It was a nice attempt at a longbow rush. Unfortunately, HRE Mindwork is kind of made to counter that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to see it work because the council hall is so seldomly picked these days. Because it is just compared to the Abbey of Kings, it feels a little bit underwhelming. So it would have been really nice to see it work and actually make it work. But yeah, with the mine work, it's basically hard countering it almost. So yeah, pretty rough.
Pretty rough indeed. So for anyone out there saying, "Oh, HRE is so bad," it's really not.